Welcome into Week 8 of the LL Football Update Show, sponsored by Kegel's Produce. He is Jeff Reinhart. I'm John Walk. We're out here at Lebanon for the first time on the show.
Yeah.
Cedars off to a hot start.
Very hot start. Three-way tie for first in Section 3. Lebanon, Lancaster Catholic, and Donegal. How about that? Section 3 race has been great. Big game this week. Lebanon gets Ephrata, which put up a big crooked number last week.
Yeah, 70 points, and I'm still trying to look back in the archives last time Ephrata put up 70 points, so hopefully I have that answer by the end of the week. I'm predicting a lot of passing in this game. Coming in, Ephrata quarterback Caden Kiefer and Lebanon quarterback Isaiah Rodriguez. They are two of only 9 LL quarterbacks with at least 1,100 passing yards so far, and two of only 8 LL quarterbacks with at least 12 passing touchdowns, so there is a potential for a lot of crooked numbers. And by the way, Lebanon 5-2 overall, their best 7-game start since 2008. So best 7-game start in 11 years now. So yeah, they're playing well, and they're going to try to keep it rolling this Friday. So with that said, we stopped out here, chatted with a couple Cedars players, Alex Rufe and Gerry Allen, along with Coach Yonchiuk. So for that, we throw to LNP video reporter Danielle Zokowski. Danielle, take it away.
All right, you guys are off to a very successful start this season. What have you been doing as the coach to get your players to mesh well together and come out and be in a tied lead for your section?
It's not anything I'm doing, it's what they're doing. They're playing real well together. They like one another. They respect one another. So they play really hard. As long as I don't screw it up, they're going to be fine because they just really love to compete.
And you've had a lot of success on your defense. What have you guys done to stop the ball?
Well, we have a good coach. He gives us a good plan every week for every team. So we just come out, listen to him, tell us what to do, and just focus on our job, and we'll be fine every week.
We never really stop. We're never slow to the ball. Every snap, every play, we just go. We're always aggressive. So we never give them time to think.
And you have a couple tough games to end this season. What are you doing to prepare for them?
Well, hoping that we just play hard and play well. We play a really good, I think, very good Ephrata team this week. They could be sitting in our spot, and you could be doing this interview there. So asking them the same question. We have to play real well this Friday. If we don't, we'll get beat.
I'm just trying to stay focused because I know this is probably going to be one of our toughest games yet this year. They have talent, they have work ethic, and they're going to want to knock us off from this two-year win streak that we had on them.
All right, thank you, Danielle, for those interviews. And there's 2 other games we want to mention up in Section 1. Tell us about them.
Section 1, all the leaders are playing again this week. Wow, 2 mega games here in Section 1. First up, Manheim Township, 7-0, first time since 1977. Got to see them last week over at Warwick. They were great. 28-7, beat the Warriors straight up fair and square. They will host Cedar Crest Township back home for the first time since mid-September. They had that 3-game road trip, so they're home. They get Cedar Crest, who's the 4th team here in that 3-way tie for second with Warwick and Wilson. Cedar Crest has been good. Keep an eye on Tyler Cruz, 1,000-yard rusher. Township, #1 ranked defense in the league. Township's D going up against Mr. Cruz. We'll see if the Falcons can give Township a game that went OT last year over at Cedar Crest. Township pulled that one out 16-10 in OT. Other big game, John and I will see you in West Lawn on Friday for Warwick at Wilson. Anxious to see how the Warriors bounce back. It was the first time this year, that they lost and didn't do a ton offensively. Township's defense really shut them down, just the 1 touchdown. Kept McCracken under wraps, didn't complete a very good percentage. Anxious to see how Warwick snaps back after last week. Wilson, just fine last week after falling to Township the week before. They snapped back, beat Hempfield by 35. Mason Leonard rushed for 180. So Wilson seems to have their mojo back after the Township game. Big game there. They're both 6-1 with 1 loss in the section. John and I will see you Friday for Warwick at Wilson Week 8 football.
All right, and for more in-depth analysis on all of Friday's 12 LLE games, feel free to check out the football page on LancasterOnline, listen to Jeff's weekly football podcast, pick up a copy of Friday's newspaper and turn to the sports section. By the way, wanted to mention prayers going out to Annville-Cleona senior lineman Stephen College, who was seriously injured in a car accident last week. Hope he gets better. And again, we'll have reporters out at all 12 of Friday's games, so feel free to follow along on the scoreboard on LancasterOnline or pick up a copy of Saturday's newspaper to get a recap of all those games in action. All right, thanks to the Lebanon Cedars for having us out. For Jeff Reinhart, I'm John Walk. We'll catch you next week.